Dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to the Wheeling Wine and Whiskey Podcast, episode 277. 2 sevens. How about that, Chris? How you doing?
I like it. I like it
Pair
a
of
lot.
sevens. It's not a bad hand, poker hand. We played poker this weekend. I'll get into that a little bit later. But what's going on? How you doing? How's the weather down there? I look out my office window here, and I see white stuff on the top of the mountain.
Yeah, that'll be
It
gone
snowed
by the
today.
weekend. Yep. It's the
You got some
weather's
rain?
funky. No, well, a little bit of sprinkles this morning on the way to work. It was kind of tripping me out a little bit. I actually put brand new windshield wiper blades on the truck a week ago, and I'm like, oh, cool, timing's good. So, but weather's bouncing around quite a bit, as it happens to be the case this time of year. You never know what you're going to get. It's like a box of chocolates, and you get hot weather, you get cool weather, you get cloudy weather, you get, just a mixed bag. So
That's right. It's shoulder season here. We're coming into fall, and I'm liking it. I'm embracing it.
everybody's confused up there at this time of the year. They don't know if they should go boating, skiing, hiking, or wheeling, or bike riding, or
it's
what.
not quite skiing yet, but there is plenty of stuff to do. But I'll tell you, temperature dropped today from Sunday. We're recording on a Monday. Holy smokes. I mean, significant. Like, I'm still in shorts and a t-shirt, but I did have a sweatshirt on early this morning because she was a little nipply.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But it's all good. I like it. You know what this tells me? Yes, more white stuff's coming soon, and we will be skiing soon. So I'm good.
Absolutely.
With all that.
Absolutely.
So what are you drinking? What do you got in your glass there?
Well, I busted open a bottle that has been sitting on my shelf for about maybe almost 5 years.
Holy shit.
I bought it when we did the Hinterhouse interviews, when we stopped by Hinterhouse Distillery
there
in
yep.
Arnold, California. You and I stopped off on our way up to Adopt a Trail more than a few years ago. And we sat down, we made arrangements to sit down with the proprietor and distiller. And we spent, I don't know, a few hours there tasting and chatting.
Randall. Nate Randall.
Yes. Hung out with him for quite a while. Got the full tour, which, it's not a very big operation, but it's super cool. They got this badass still, that's for sure.
Oh, he did. Yeah. That's the key, right?
Exactly. So it's very sexy. And, obviously tasted all of his wares, his product, and ended up he had a vodka that was quite tasty, and this Calaveras cask finish bourbon whiskey. It's finished in wine barrels, which is kind of unique, and it's a very, very tasty, bourbon. I like it a lot. This is the first
time. It's very timely that you're drinking that, because I saw on Instagram today that Hinterhouse distiller Nate Randall was named the 2024 Rising Star by the American Distilling Institute.
Sweet.
So he just won an award. That came out a couple days ago, it looks like here, but very cool. Congratulations, Nate. It was great. Yeah, there you go. We got your prize. All right. Freaking Lorenzo is on it tonight. I love it. Good job.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Congratulations. That's an awesome award.
That's cool. So they, since inception, Hinterhouse Spirits has earned widespread industry accolades, which we're proud of, including ADI's Best American Distilled Vodka. I don't know who that is. ADI. American Distillers or something? American Distillers.
American Distiller Institute.
American Distiller Institute. That's what that is. So they won Best Vodka before. Sunset Magazine. You remember Sunset Magazine? That was a nice
I do.
Still doing it. Gin of the Year. And then ACSA's Innovation Award 2024.
Right on.
I don't know what ACA. I'm going to have to look that one up.
Get Lorenzo off his ass.
Association Alcoholics Consortium Serving America. That's what that stands for. I don't know. But anyways, congratulations, Nate. That's cool.
Absolutely.
Good
right
freaking
on.
stuff.
Yeah, no, if you're heading up to recreate up in the mountains and you're going up the Highway 4 corridor through Arnold, it's a quick and easy stop. I believe they're only open on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for tasting. It might only be Friday and Saturday.
I don't know. Yeah, check out Hinter House. Go onto their website, get their hours, call them up, tell them that Wheeling Wine and Whiskey sent you. They do. He hit the stride, and unfortunately, he was started out during the 2020 COVID bullshit.
That's right.
And but for him to survive that and now get these accolades, good on him. And their bottle, if you're into packaging and stuff, right? Like, I mean, that's part of it, right? Like someone that doesn't know a lot about what they're buying and they buy it because, oh, I like the bottle, I like the label. They have a cool bottle and label. Their vodka is super cool because vodka is clear. So they have a label on the back that has the forest and everything on it. Super freaking cool packaging that they did there. So, and the liquid that's inside is not bad either. So
no,
nice
it's got a great flavor profile. That is for sure.
I do like their vodka a lot. I know we're kind of new to the bourbon scene, and you start those first couple years of bourbon and you're releasing them maybe a little young. They were okay, but now they're much improved. They got some age on them.
Well, this bottle is labeled from batch number 4, and it's bottle 390.
390,
and it's a 46%, so that makes it a 92 proof.
Wow!
So it's a smooth operator. It's really tasty.
Smooth operator.
And it's got a little bit of a wine tint to it, a hint to it, which is pretty tasty. And,
right.
And I'm a huge wine fan, so this works really well for me. So
yes, it does. There you go. I've been enjoying more wine lately now that I finally got my wine collection up here. So I've been just rediscovering some bottles that I had, and man, I just keep going back to the Rose Cab Franc. It's just so freaking good.
Can't go wrong with that. And you're going to be down that way. Do you have a pickup when you're down that way next week or this week?
Yes. I'll be.
I may need you to pick
Friday.
I may need you to pick up some for me.
No, you get nothing. You're not going.
Fuck.
And like it.
Wow.
So I'm drinking Mastersons. Thanks for asking, Chris.
I was getting there.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
What are you having, Jason? What are you drinking?
I'm having Mastersons, Chris. Thanks for asking. The 10-year-old, the straight rye whiskey. This is the one. You remember this bottle? This is the one that won a couple years ago at Meadow Lake when we did the Bloody Tasting Challenge. I believe
that was a no-brainer.
Brought it up of Code and Olson, our law firm, the lawyers. So there was just a wee dram left, not even a fingers poured left at the bottom, and I had to kill the bottle. We had some this weekend, and it was so good, and I'm like, oh, there's just a little bit left. 45 proof. 90 proof, 45% alcohol.
Right.
Yeah. So, and this was batch 16. So, but this was bottle number 13,478.
Slightly bigger distillery.
Operation. Little bit just bigger operation there.
Just a wee bigger.
But she's a dead soldier, so served us well.
Well, that's a very good one. I know that won up at Meadow Lake during the blind taste testing, and honestly, it was a no-brainer for it to be the winner.
Yeah, it was really good. So, we're on the whiskey talk here. This weekend went down to Minden Meats. Hadn't been down there in a while. I got to get Kevin on the podcast though.
Oh yeah,
Minden Meats. He's got an incredible display of bottles right now in Minden Meats. So if you ever find yourself in Minden Gardnerville area, do yourself a favor, go grab a Sando and check out his whiskey selection. He's got like 30 beers on tap also, but I went in there because I wanted to get a gift for an individual here. I'll talk about in a second. But Frey Ranch released their limited edition University of Nevada. It's their 150th anniversary packaging of their bourbon. So pretty cool. So it's got the blue label for, the University of Nevada.
I was going to say I hadn't seen that bottle before, and I'm up there pretty frequently. So.
Right. So I had to pick that up to add that to collection because Frey is just fan-freaking-tastic.
Oh yeah.
So that one's still got the seal on it. I haven't cracked it yet. It's a regular bourbon. I don't think they did anything crazy different with this. But the packaging, it's probably
not a single barrel or
I'll call it a barrel select. That's what it looks like. This is, it's 45% alcohol, 90 proof. But yeah,
so another
limited
easy
edition, huh?
Another easy drinker.
Oh God, yeah, it's so good.
Never been a Frey Ranch I didn't like.
Yeah.
What in the hell are you wearing? Are you wearing glasses?
I'm trying to get some spectacles on to see because this is some very fine print here. Let's see.
Wow.
It says
nerd.
Still can't see it.
Nerd.
Oh, there we go. 66.6 yellow corn. 10% winter wheat, 11.4% winter rye, 12% row barley. That's what the mash bill is.
Sweet.
Colby and Ashley Frey. Yeah, this limited edition. Okay, we're very excited to share with you this limited edition Nevada Wolfpack label designed which celebrates the University of Nevada's 150th anniversary. We both attended the university, and in fact, that's where we met. So please join us and raise a glass of our Nevada-grown, 4-grain, straight bourbon whiskey. Go Pack! Oh, that's cool.
There you go.
So they obviously have strong ties there, and so it's super cool. And they are, just to remind everybody, we mentioned this before on the podcast, but they're one of 5 distilleries in the United States that is farm to bottle, is 100% estate grown.
Well, there you go.
That's pretty cool.
That's a great
we got to get you there when you get back up here.
Yeah, I plan to be up that way in October. I'm not sure if you're going to be there when I'm there because you're going to be traveling quite a bit.
Trail hero because
no, it won't be during Trail
later
Hero.
October.
Yeah, later October.
You gonna go trick or treating up here in Nevada?
Sure, let's call it that.
Put on your Chewbacca outfit and go trick or treating.
Right, that's Darth Vader.
Oh, Darth Vader. Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Luke, I am your father.
What else today? Oh, speaking of acronyms, so we mentioned on the last podcast about boss, and I couldn't remember what it meant.
Oh, right,
and we had a few people write in. It's backwards. Okay, so stupid son of a bitch. That's what it stands for. Boss, okay. Stupid son of a bitch.
Perfect. Yeah, I don't remember that, but
just in case anybody was hanging on by a thread there, wondering what that meant, because we couldn't remember. Oh, Jesus. All right. What do you got?
Well, we have gee, Merry Christmas.
No.
Excuse me. A little horse there, a little
Christmas.
frog in my throat.
You got a horse?
No, we have a new review on from Spotify, and I want to try to bring it up real quick. Needs review. Okay, so
oh boy.
Oh, we got several here actually. Holy smokes, they're pouring in, man. We got 2 more. I don't know what this means, but we're gonna read it anyway. So
okay.
What's this? 2 comments. All right, it's from okay, I see what's going on here. So it's from Keith, a listener named Keith, and it was given this to us 5 days ago. He's commenting on the episode 260, which is cruising to Alaska. Your journey, your epic journey on
that was a great trip.
Cruise ship out of Seattle, right?
Yep.
So anyway, he says, check the tape. I think Jason is catching his death. He may miss going to Hollister. I don't know what that's going. I don't know what's going on there. Check the tape.
The tape.
Not really a review, more of a comment about your health, I think. But
Really? Huh. I don't know.
maybe it was you were sick.
Well,
you were sick a week or two ago. Yeah, this is the first time I'm reading these things. I just get a little alert saying,
do the Spotify ones even count, though? I mean, I thought only Apple reviews count.
Well, we don't have any Apple reviews right now. So
no, I know, but but count towards like putting.
Oh, everything towards our.
It all goes towards
everything. Yeah, Spotify. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it does. Okay, all right.
Oh yeah. On the Chartable, it all counts. Yeah. And then this next review is from a guy named a screen name or a username Marty Boe, MARTYBOE.
Okay.
And he's commenting on episode 276, which was titled "Donkeys Wearing Bandoliers." Holy smokes, cuidado!
What?
Anyway, he goes on to write, "Love the show, rated 5 stars. Old CJ5 guy from Arizona."
Nice. Let's hear it for the CJ5 guys. Got to stick together because there's very few of us out there. It is. Yes. CJ5 guys. Love it. That's hardcore wheeling right there.
Right.
One step above the wheelies. Okay.
Got to be smart about your packing with those things.
Yes, you Tetris.
Whoops. So now he's in a JKUR in Chicago. Get my 4x4 fix. I recommend the Willet to you back on episode. I recommended the Willet to you back on episode 3. You are welcome. Episode 3. Holy smokes!
Wow, long time listener, first time reviewer. I love it. Yes,
that's awesome.
Yeah, Willet. I got a couple bottles up on my shelf at Willet.
I know. I'm looking at a bottle of Willet myself. It's super good stuff.
Will it happen? Yes, it will. It will happen again. Wow, that's awesome. You got it. Okay, so he doesn't have a JO. He doesn't have a latte maker, but he's got the
previous generation. Yeah, JK Unlimited Rubicon. Oh, yeah. So nice. Previous gen.
He's all bougie now.
Right?
Riding in comfort with a lot more room. Good for you. Well, thanks for writing in.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much. And if you want to write in and send in your own reviews, you can do it both on Apple iTunes or Apple Podcasts or whatever they call their thing nowadays. And then you can also do it on Spotify. And if you do, reach out to Jason at Wheeling Wine Whiskey and DM him there on the gram, and we'd be happy to send you a sticker. We love sending stickers because you take those stickers and you stick them on your rig, and then you're representing wherever you go, which is super cool.
And like I say, man, on the Rubicon, I saw a few rigs with it on there. It's so cool. Yeah, I sent out one this week, so we're a little light this week. Usually I send out about 5 or 6 a week, so get your reviews in. Hit me up with your address, and I'll send it on out.
Yeah, absolutely. You got any phone messages we can play?
I don't. No phone messages this month. What's the phone number? Maybe they forgot, Chris.
Oh, my God. No, the number is 408-800-5169. It's really easy to remember. That's 408-800-5169. Leave a voice message. Ask a question. You can be rude. You can be crude. You can say Toyota suck, whatever. We'll play it.
Always say Toyota suck. Guaranteed to get played if you say Toyota suck.
That's right.
Let's see. I'm looking at my notes. I've got another item here. I just saw on the gram. People have been having fires at Barrett Lake, and that is a huge no-no.
Oh boy.
We are under strict fire restrictions here in this whole Tahoe National Forest, even out here in Nevada. We just had that huge fire that's still only like 80% contained. The Davis fire that blew up on the other side of Washoe Lake up here that climbed up to Mount Rose Ski Resort.
Ooh, not good.
And I had not 1, not 2, but 5 people I know that got evacuated. So it freaking was windy a few days, and they were able to hold that fire, which was amazing. The amount of aircraft, they had 632 personnel working this fire, which is outstanding. But man, I mean, when these Nevada winds blow, it's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's no
So,
joke.
same thing at Barrett Lake. I've been in some serious winds at Barrett Lake that have come out of nowhere. You'd be like, oh, beautiful afternoon, beautiful evening, and all of a sudden all hell breaks loose up there. They have some serious wind shear up there. I mean, that's where all those trees came down in camp.
Oh yeah, crazy,
a
right?
few years ago. Ray and I put up a sign, at the end of the campsite going up into Desolation Wilderness. It was a beautiful freaking plastic sign that was going to last forever. Nope. The next year, a fucking tree fell on it. So there is some serious wind shear up there, but do not. I know it gets cold at night, especially this time of the year. Bring a propane fire pit. Bring extra whiskey because you can't have a fire. Don't just because you're way back in no man's land, and Ranger Rick probably more than likely is not going to be at the campsite waiting for you to light up a fire. Just be good and follow the directions. Don't be a dick, because it just
don't
takes
be that guy or girl.
One little gust of wind and a spark from the fire that lights off the forest, and then you fuck the whole operation for all of us. And then I guess somebody's driving around and made a trail around the gate, and I don't even know how that's possible. There's so many trees and rocks there.
Wrights Lake, a gate. They went around the gate
at Dark Lake, where the beginning of the trail is. And somebody was bypassing the gate. So this is how the trail gets closed. It was closed for, I want to say 6 years.
Something
because
like that.
We had that, built a bridge and got out of the wet area. And that's how we got the trail back open. But honestly, I didn't think it was going to open back up because all the other trails in my lifetime that had closed have been closed still to this day. And thank God Barrett had the support and got it back open because, as we say, it's one of our favorite trails. But if you're going to start treating it like that, it's going to go away. So I know our listeners are not the ones, but maybe you see some assholes out there doing something bad or lighting a fire at the lake. And, you're
not the boss of me. I can do whatever I want.
Exactly. Or they, you don't know. You got to just take each situation, and whether you approach them or not, that's up to you. I'm not going to say approach them, but most of the time I just walk over and just say, hey, I don't know if you know, but fires aren't legal. And by the way, my name's Chris from the Snail Trail podcast. So yeah.
Perfect. That's perfect.
So that's a good way to approach them. Just tell them you're from the Snail Trail podcast and you're here to make sure they know the rules.
That's right. And you know what? In all seriousness, I mean, we see all sorts of stupidity happening off road, and I mean, one thing that I didn't mention in a previous episode when I did the review of my Adopt a Trail work back in what was that, July, I think it was. When we were at Bear Trap Cabin, I always take a walk up the little side trail there to where that hiking trail begins. Yep. And there were side-by-side tracks, and somebody had knocked the fence down and started driving up that trail.
No.
Oh yeah, a lot of tire tracks, tracks. And I'm like, this is not a motorized trail. You're not supposed to be here. Obviously, it's all after the fact. But I mean, and then when we were driving on the trail, like, the area just past where we always run into those snow piles, or snow berms. People were going off into the plant life over on the side of the trail and doing donuts and ripping things up. And I mean, not to, disparage or be critical of off-roaders that drive side-by-sides, but you can definitely tell they were side-by-side rigs that were doing that, just the track width and so forth. So just be respectful of the terrain and the environment out there, people, or we're going to, like Jason said, we're going to lose it. 100%. We're going to lose these trails.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there's our PSA, but I wanted to make mention of that because I've seen it happen before during fire bans and people lighting off, fires, and I just walk over and just say, hey, how you doing? Fire ban going on right now. Oh shit, we didn't know. I mean, and then sometimes they play stupid, or they did know, and they don't give two shits about it. So
right, or alcohol's involved or whatever. So yeah, proceed with caution on that. So I do have something I want to talk about real quick. I mean, we have just kind of a hodgepodge episode, but last Thursday I was driving to work, and I leave for work very, very early in the morning, and I take freeways to get to where I need to go. And as you know, since I don't know if since what, but this Build Back Better plan that the current administration has, where they're dumping tons of money into construction projects on the freeways and whatnot. I mean, there's construction everywhere. I'm sure you're all seeing it, and you're wherever it is you live. But I mean, it's just my frustration. I'm glad stuff's getting done. We need the roads to be improved and fixed because shit's falling apart.
What about the speed rail?
Speed rail.
You know about
the high-speed rail?
The high-speed rail?
Yeah, we don't want to go there.
Yeah, well, that there you go. There's Build Back Better right there. Go on.
I know. Anyway, but my point here is that I like the construction, but I really wish the different agencies would coordinate when they're closing roads, because I swear to God, last Thursday, the city of Dublin and the in Caltrans both were doing projects on either surface streets or freeway, and it was literally almost impossible for me to get to work. Yeah. I was heading westbound 580 to the Dublin interchange, which is a big interchange between 580 and 680. So I need to go from westbound 580 to northbound 680 to get to my work. Well, that ramp was closed. I'm like, okay, cool. So I got my normal detour on that is to continue up one exit to San Ramon Boulevard, get off on San Ramon Boulevard. Guess what? San Ramon Boulevard's closed. Have to flip a U-turn. There's detour signs that make us take a U-turn.
And head down at like 5 o'clock in the morning, or
actually it's like 4:30, but it's early morning. So I flip a U-turn. I head down towards Stone Ridge Mall to take Stone Ridge Drive, which has you go to Stone Ridge and it crosses over 680, so you can get on the freeway there. Perfect. No, that fucking on-ramp is closed too.
Oh, jeez.
So the detour signs take us further up to a couple more blocks to Hop Yard, and there's a sign that says detour. Take a left turn here. So I take a left turn and following Hop Yard back to 580.
Yep.
And the detour sign says get on 580 to go to northbound 680, which would have been exactly where I was turned, I can't get to 680 from there because the fucking the interchange is closed. So it's like they literally, neither agency was coordinating with each other. So they were trying to make you do a detour that was unavailable. It was stupid. Finally, I had to, because I'm a local, I know the roads.
Sure.
So I finally took my own route, but it was like, I almost gave up. I almost called my assistant and said, hey, not going to happen today. Not getting to work. Roads are closed.
Everything was indicating not go to work to that day. That's what we call Bidenomics.
I'm just like, well, you guys need to talk to each other when you do road closures. You really do. They don't. Because people need to get to work. They really do.
Government agencies talking to one another and coordinating? No.
Oh, it was stupid.
Lorenzo's parading around the house with a freaking Trump flag right now.
Right. Perfect. Perfect.
That's cool. Right on, Lorenzo. Head on down the street with that.
I'm going to have some more Hinterhouse because I'm all fired up now. What else you got?
Oh man, it is. I'm fully immersed into Trail Hero prep. We're just a couple weeks away. I can't believe it's here already. I am so looking forward to the event, as I always do. It's a great event. Trying to get Rich Klein on. We were supposed to do it before the event, but we're going to have to do it during the event or after. Right after the event, I'm going to stay there a day longer because there's a cancer trail run on Milt's Mile on the Sunday after Trail Hero.
God, that's so good.
So I'm hoping I can get Rich Sunday after that event and talk to him like kind of a little summary of the event and what's changed over I think this is the 9th year. It will be the 9th year of Trail Hero. But a lot of stuff already planned going on. Yep.
Wow.
So Sully Bunn, as I mentioned before, is going to be there for this Sunday run.
Awesome.
Of course, Justin and Scarlett JKU that started a OnlyFans page. there, we talked about. Give her
What?
a
She
hard
does?
time. No, she does.
What's her link?
But we mentioned it on the Sully Bun episode.
I know.
Giving Kelly a hard time. I don't think she listens to the podcast, so we're fine. But I know Justin does because he doesn't listen to the Stale Trail podcast because that.
Well, he shouldn't.
So,
because Toyotas
anyways,
suck.
even though he works for one of the proprietors there,
That's
but
right.
no. So, yeah, it's full trail hero prep right now. I just completed we called it the Mel Green Memorial Fun Run. So my dad passed 5 years ago. I've been wanting. He was big into hot rods, street rods they call it, right? So it's old cars with new technology in them.
Right.
V8s, automatics, air conditioning, whatever. Disc brakes, all modernized. So you do some big road trips in these cars. Because they are all updated and you don't have to stop every 10 minutes and fix something like a Toyota. So I organized this run 8 months ago and it came together beautifully. We had 4 days. We played golf on a Thursday. Friday, we went and saw a private car collection that was super freaking cool. And then Friday night, we had dinner at CV Steak. Lorenzo, yes, you were there. He was at the blackjack table all night. The place was hopping. They had a live band.
Oh, good.
Place was packed. But we had a wonderful dinner at CV Steak. And then Saturday, we did a poker run. We did a 122-mile poker run down to Topaz Lake. Hopped over Monitor Pass, beautiful drive.
Mm-hmm.
If you're ever up in the Sierras, it's just a nice windy road. Drops you off into Markleyville. Went into South Shore Tahoe, Zephyr Cove. Had lunch at Casey's in Zephyr Cove. They totally hooked us up. I gotta give a shout out to Jay Berry. He hooked me up with the manager there, Joanna, and she gave us a pre-fee menu. $15. You pick, had burgers, steak tacos, ahi salad,
Holy
chicken
shit.
sando, buffalo chicken sando.
Getting hungry.
And then you get a side and a non-alcoholic drink for $15. So I told everybody it said $20. So that gives a good tip. We gave them a great tip. We had a private room. So went in there, had a great lunch, popped back on Kingsbury Grade, on over to Genoa Bar. And it was so cool because there was a wedding about to happen at the park across the street, the Mormon Park.
Yeah.
And the wedding party, all the guests were pre-partying at Genoa Bar. And so we roll up with the cars and they were partying and stuff. And then they came out and got a bunch of pictures in front of the cars and stuff. So that was pretty cool. And then we headed back to my house for barbecue. So it was and the weather was absolutely perfect. I was driving the Roadster, no top. We had 4 Roadsters, no tops. I said, man, this is Roadster weather. This is great. So it was a good event. I'm exhausted because it was entertaining 28 people for 4 days. But it was well worth it. And everybody had a great time. So now it is time to focus on Trail Hero. And
Trail Hero. But before that, you have to go to
Safety Clinic. Well,
Safety Clinic.
Safety Clinic this weekend. So we'll see you Saturday at the Safety Clinic?
Nope. I'm going to be growing grass.
Okay.
The type you play golf on, not the type you smoke.
Oh. You play 36 holes on it and get stoned to the bejesus. California.
Yeah, my existence is going to be we're grassing the new driving range starting on this coming Wednesday. So I'm going to be fully immersed in making sure the sprigs do not die.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but I've been doing a lot. The truck's all been maintained. I've changed the oil, changed the transfer case oil, engine oil, new air cleaner, new cabin air filter, new fuel filters, Tires were new last year. So truck's all maintained, ready to go for the big trip. Trailer, my enclosed trailer, I've had to put a new tire on that because I caught a piece of metal on the road and slid a tire. So I got that changed out. So it's ready to go. And then I finished up the camper today. I had to replace a gray water valve. It was the O-ring seals on that were all degraded, so it was leaking. So that's all fixed, and trailer's clean, or Lance camper, I should say, is all clean and ready to go. So I need to start packing that because I'm going to use it this weekend for the safety clinic and a wedding. You're going to make it to the wedding, though, right?
Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'm not missing this. I'm not missing
we have
that.
Another Hannah getting married this weekend, so we'll be at that Saturday night, and then then it's just be wrenching on the buggy late night. I've got a handful of things to do on that. I got to finish installing the new fuel regulator, fuel filter to get rid of the stock LS filter regulator setup.
You mentioned that, yeah.
I'm going to raise the seat. I don't know why it's taken me 6 years to raise the seat, but literally it needs to go up about an inch, and I can see over the hood perfectly fine, and I can still see under the hood to see the passenger front tires. So I've been playing around with heights, and
just put a phone book on there. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I could do the phone book, or what was that book that Amber put on there? 1,001 uses or something, or remember that book that she had that we talked about? Yeah, I'll have to find out. That was
I can't remember what that was.
Yeah, 101,001 crazy uses or something for a book, and
probably lost a few of our listeners when we mentioned a phone book. They're like, "What's a phone book?"
A phone book, yeah. That reminds me of a couple of jokes I can't tell right now, but anyways, so yeah, and then just maintenance, right? Just greasing, checking everything, nut and bolting the whole thing. Gonna grease the wheel bearings to take those all off and re-grease those after going through Fordyce water crossings and stuff. And so we'll be ready to go. The tires are all feathered up and perfect for Sand Hollow, bald. And my goal is to get new tires before King of the Hammers in February.
Did anybody reach out? I know you threw it out there the last episode.
I had several listeners reach out. There was a lot for Scott Goforth. But there was also another one, and I'm going to butcher the name right now. I need to look up. Give me a second. I'll look that up. There's another guy that's closer that has better prices, and it would be less shipping because they are closer. So...
43s are a hard one to find. Is it easier to find 42s or 40s? I mean, or would you consider going smaller, or you got to have 43s?
No, I don't know. It's, it's just freaking Steve Mopas. And he's online as well on the rock crawling pages. So, yeah.
So some people have reached out. I mean,
we've had people reach out. I got phone numbers. I've got leads. I just don't have money right now. So,
that's all it takes is a little bit of do-re-mi.
Maybe we'll do a GoFundMe for Jason's.
Jason needs rubber.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Jason,
can we do that?
You can do whatever you want. Right? Maybe you can get an OnlyFans. How about that? You and Kelly.
No, everybody said that nobody wants to see my feet. So I don't know. Maybe they do. I don't know.
Hands are big too. You know, people want to see hands.
I couldn't be a hand model. My fingernails are all greasy. I've got 2 fingers that are broken joints from over the years that are all deformed. They're very dry and cracked being up here in the Nevada desert. You don't want to see my hands.
Well, I'm out of ideas then because nobody wants to see butt cracks. So
no, I'm not showing my butt crack. What was that? What was that? Days or what? Not Days. What's the freaking movie? I wake up in the morning, piss excellence. Kevin Jones's favorite movie.
Talladega Nights.
Talladega Nights. Thank you.
Yeah, Talladega Nights.
That's where he's talking about at the dinner table. What was What was his cohort's name?
Oh shit, I don't know. I've only seen the movie twice.
Like I had to show my butt crack and everything.
Married his wife, the guy they get divorced, right?
We make them yell at the radio. Well,
they're going to all get this. This is how we get them to write in and call.
Hitting 14 roadblocks trying to get to work like you did.
Right.
Yelling at the radio. Cole Norton. Something Norton. It's coming.
Oh,
hey, Lorenzo, look that shit up.
Yeah, come on, do something, bro.
He's telling me to look it up. I got a new computer here, but I don't know how to use it.
Well, we had to do something. Got tired of watching you wind up your computer. At least I hope you were winding it up.
Talladega Nights characters.
Oh boy, you're really gonna do that?
We're doing it. Cal Naughton. Cal Naughton.
Cal. Yeah.
Cal Naughton. See, I was close.
Jesus.
And then
this is what happens when we don't go wheeling. We have nothing to talk about.
Well, I've been wheeling. I wheeled a lot, man. I had a great summer.
Yeah, not me. So
remember his son, Texas Ranger.
Yeah, that's a great movie. I want to watch it again.
And Mrs. Dennett, she was so freaking hammered.
There's a cougar in the car. I know. I put it there.
Walker and Texas Ranger, and then you got that's what he named his goats, right? That's what Kevin Jones named his goats. Walker
that's
and
right.
Texas Ranger, and then Chip. Spider monkey your ass. Oh yeah, good shit. Good movie. I gotta watch that again.
Yeah, it's good.
Anyways, well, that's all I got. You got
going
anything
off the
else?
rails? No, I think we've covered it.
There'll be a lot more. A lot of interviews. I've already got a couple interviews lined up for Trail Hero. And there'll be a lot of stories coming out of that event as always. So,
for sure. I wish I was going. But
some shit in, and
I'm going to grow some
send
grass.
it over to you to put out on the airwaves there.
Perfect. Yeah, test out that new computer, get it dialed in, get it connected to Starlink, make sure it works good, well. So yeah, perfect. All right. Hey, if you want to get a hold of Jason or I, it's super easy to do. You can email us, jason@wheelingwinewhiskey.com. You can also email me, chris@wheelingwinewhiskey.com. Our IG, our Instagram handles are @wheelingwinewhiskey, and I'm www.chrism. Love to hear from everybody. I'm not really on Instagram or social media much right nowadays, but
here it is. It goes in cycles.
No, I'm there. I'm just not doing much. So, but I'm what they call lurking, right? You know,
you're a lurker.
Yeah, lurking. But don't forget to do the reviews. We'd love to hear from you. You can review on like we mentioned earlier in the show. You can review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. We'll read them on the air. And never, ever forget about the phone number. That's 408-800-5169. What is that number, Jason?
408-800-5169. Giggity.
Perfect. And never forget about iRate 4x4, where you can see all of our past episodes. You can comment. And, of course, that's the portal for you to be able to sign up and support the show if you choose to. Not required, but definitely appreciated. You can sign up and support us at the $5, $10, or $20 per month level. And all that money goes towards helping Lorenzo keep him drunk.
And on a final note, Johnny drove his 31 pickup up from Escondido, California.
Oh, sweet.
To Minden, Nevada. He almost made it.
What do you mean?
He ran out of gas about 4 miles from the Washy-Shoe gas station in Gardnerville. I had to go rescue him on Wednesday. A couple gallons of gas. Topped him off at Washy-Shoe. He made it to my house. But anyways, had a great time with Dirtbag Johnny. It was kind of a farewell, bon voyage for him heading over to Europe to live. So shout out to Johnny. We got, I'll take good care of your pickup and safe travels. He flies out basically in a week and a half to start a new life in Europe.
Somewhere in Europe to
España.
be determined. Yep.
Spain.
España.
Yeah.
So sideshow, we're going to do a sideshow with this pickup or what?
I think we should. He
Bring it
gave me the
down to
keys and
Oakland?
everything in free reign.
Bring it
He
down
even
to
told
Oakland.
Lorenzo he could drive it, which I told him was a huge mistake. So, but Lorenzo actually looks good in the pickup. So
Lorenzo looks good in a lot of things, especially when he's smoking meth.
Nice. Smoking meth. He doesn't smoke meth. He just drinks. All right. And with that,
we're out.